The Equipment Ultra Upgrade Bonanza is about to release, and I'm excited, as I hope a lot of you guys are. They literally talked this up as something that they don't even have plans for coming back. So we are going to talk about some of the equips that you're going to want to prioritize when it comes to this. Now, you may remember that we've had Equipment Bonanzas before in the past, a lot of them in fact, and it's always a nice time when those roll around because that's the best time to upgrade equips. And this is apparently going to be a supercharged version of that, meaning that this will for sure be the definitive best time to work on equips. And again, they gave us a little bit of forewarning a couple of weeks ago. It's coming out, and it's going to be out for about a couple of weeks. And I'm excited about this. So I want to know in the comments down below, what equips are you guys working on? Now, the thing about equips is there is literally hundreds of them. It's kind of hard to say, well, just use this, use this, use that, use that, use this, right? And also there are equips that are super good, but they have awoken versions that are just better. So like there's just a lot of different variables with this. So general rule of thumb is if you have an equip for a LF character like this one, just as an example, right? If you have an equip for an LF character that you want to improve, obviously now is the best time to go ahead and re-roll equips, start working on equips. And if you want a full in-depth explainer guide for 2023, but really 2024 because it was released like a week ago, I do have a video explaining the best tips and tricks and best practices for upgrading equips in 2024, and that'll be down below in the description. Again, you can check it out for more details. But nonetheless, these types of equips like this one that are exclusive to an LF character, like this one specifically for Orange Piccolo, those are the ones you really want to focus on, in my opinion, or those are some of the ones that you want to focus on. Next up, if you're working on some of these equips as well that are specific to the sparking characters, it's funny, we got these, a lot of them in a short period and haven't got one in a while, and they've been back to LFs. I assume they'll come back to these too in the future, but these ones also are a little bit lower priority because the characters are still not amazing, but they're ones maybe you want to consider. Next up are the brand new equips, because the newest ones are all really good. Like this one in particular, super strong on the new tag, up to 35% blast attack, double defense, and health restoration. Perfect for them as well. Definitely one you would want to consider. Speaking of the new tag, if you were to log into the game, we don't have this on this website, but if you log into the game, you can click on a character, see the recommended, and the recommended equips are the ones that most people at the higher battle ranks are using. So also a general rule of thumb, you can look at those equips and see the ones that most people are using, and just spoiler, you can work on those as well. So also consider that too. I want to also throw a little bit of a bone to these types of equips. So these are the equips that you get from the Legends ranking thing that you exchange for. So work on these as well. This one's kind of iffy, but whatever. These are ones you can consider to work on too. I have some of these at like Z, but they obviously get much better as you get them higher up. So the most important thing is, again, there are a ton of equips to work on in the game, and also like there are just so many characters that are usable. So I'm gonna highlight one more set / batch of equips really quickly, and then we're gonna talk about some of the more relevant characters and some of their best equips. I had actually, let me know if you guys would be interested in this. I had plans to do a video about like the best equips to use, like, you know, for each character. I might add that to my best teams video, because I do most of the time a video where I talk about the best teams for the characters. And, you know, things typically are really accurate, but a lot of times also another thing that kind of happens is, you know, they'll release another character, release a couple of equips. Those kind of age out pretty quickly. So let me know if you guys have any interest in me doing that. Now, also I want to highlight, like I was saying, these types of equips. So there are equips like this where they're getting the extra bonus for full battle members or specific team compositions. Long story short, let's just sort this out a little bit. The platinum equips, the ones with this black border, these are the ones you want to work on. Okay, I realized that was where we were going. Platinum equips, work on those. And the funny thing with these is that if they have a very high range, like up to 35% or higher, they're kind of hard to upgrade normally. So those are the ones you really want to prioritize out of the bunch. So there's a lot of them. It just kind of depends on the team you're working on. All right, let's pull up UI Goku. UI Goku has a wide range of equips that are available to him. DBlegends.net does not have the info on that. Hopefully Legends Space has it. Let me go ahead and see. It does not. So my friend Renzi, who runs this site, you've seen this site for years. I'm pretty sure he doesn't really play a ton, so his updates kind of come a little bit later. UI is not on here, but the other characters like Gohan and stuff are. So for UI, I'll have to kind of spitball this, but I already kind of pointed out one of the equips I use. I think that one is for Yellow Universe Survival, right? So let's go back over to the equipment page and we'll pull up the ones that I generally am using on him. It just kind of depends on the team composition because there's those God Key ones that are also pretty solid. This one right here is a no-brainer. This one just came out. I'm pretty sure this is applicable to him. The ultimate damage up, blast it. Though this is gonna be a really tough roll here. The 35 and the double defense this is gonna be a tough one. Yeah, this one for sure definitely want to work on. And if you're using him on different teams, like I said for the last time, it does change the team you're on. But I like this equip a lot on the characters alongside the Goku and Bardock character in particular. This is an awesome equip. You actually kind of want a couple of these, at least 2 to 3 of these, depending on the team that you're using, because alongside Goku and Bardock, that equip just goes crazy. Also, this one right here. So these are the ones that are in consideration for that guy right there. I'm not sure. I think this is only for Universe Survival Super Saiyan Blue, right? Super Saiyan Blue. But I use some combination of those. For the third equip that I typically use out of the ones that I kind of brought up, it just kind of depends. Like on God Key, I'm using this one. I'm using that Bardock one. I also use, where is it at? Let me pull it up here. This Jiren one here. I really like this Jiren one. This equip here, awesome for him. Blast attack, health, special move, Q recovery. This is like perfect for him. So definitely one to consider. There's also that Super Saiyan Blue Goku Platinum equip that's in here. It's like a worse version of that one, but you know, you can also use it. The one with, here it is, the Kaioken Goku on it. So key recovery, blast attack, strike attack in there too a little bit, so that's fair. And strike defense. All right, let's pull up Gohan next, my boy Gohan here, and let's see the equips that are available to him and the ones that I would typically recommend. So I also highlighted these equips because these ones are extremely versatile. Like, you can work on this and get a ton of value out of it because it could just go on any melee character. Again, these are the ones that you get from that exchange shop. So again, I think that first slot's guaranteed to be the max roll though, right? And then it just kind of oscillates between the numbers for the other 2 rolls, if I recall correctly. I've only done a few of those, so I like that equip a lot on the Gohan. On a full hybrid team, you want 3 of these, so I would work on this equip right now. The second and third rolls on this are really hard to get. I don't know that you need to push everything to godly, but if you can at least get gold or red rolls on slot 2 and 3, that's worth it in my opinion. This equip right here, amazing. It's more so for like Sun Family though, because you want to have like Saiyan and hybrid Saiyan team members. I also absolutely love this equip on him because the special move damage up and strike attack up. This is perfect. Came out right when he came out, and obviously because they want you to use it with him. This one here is more specialized with a strike attack based focus, but fits Gohan perfectly with special move as well. That one is also, I don't have this one even like as a Z at all, like a base Z, not Z plus, because this third slot is hell, bro. The third slot on this one is crazy bad. So really tough to do. So that's most of the equips that I am focusing on Gohan. Again, for the last time, it depends on also teams, because this one here, like if you have Pycon, this equip all of a sudden becomes really good, right? You get the strike attack and blast attack up as well for your teams. And there's also this one here, I believe that works on a full movie team. No, specific types, but there's a bunch of the clips like that, right? That you're gonna wanna use. Oh, also, I love this equip right now because Sun Family is really interesting right now, right? I was talking about it a little bit ago that Sun Family is super duper good. By the way, just a peek behind the camera, I'm a little out of breath. Why? My daughter decided to go in the cabinet and pull out all of the Cheez-Its out of the family size box, and I picked them up, ran back upstairs, and continued the recording. A little out of breath. So yeah, look at Sun Family here. Super interesting. They got a lot of cool stuff. Several new characters or newer Zenkais or, you know, things like that. In fact, they got 3 new characters because Goku and Gohan, well, mainly Goku, but Gohan also, like 3 new characters on that row right there. Like, Sun Family is super interesting, and this one is awesome for all those characters. So there's that. All right, let's move on to the next character on our list, which will be none other than Goku and Bardock. We're going to mainly stick to the newest characters, but I will say that a lot of these equips are specific, not specific to characters, especially when I talk about these guys. They don't have plats, right? Like, specific to them. So you can work on some of these same equips for a lot of other characters that are going to be on their team. That's the main point. You want to have several of these same equips. Like, you want to have at least 2 to 3 of these. That's why Goresh, like, always runs out of box space. I personally don't min-max equips that hard anymore. When I realized that the difference between an S to Z on some equips was like 1 or 2%, I just didn't care as much. Same deal with Z to Z plus to Godly. Like, it's not the biggest deal to me. So anyway, I use a lot of S's or Z's or Z pluses and a few godlies, but yeah. So this guy, who is this? Goku and Bardock, right? I'm pretty sure it was, yeah, it's Goku and Bardock. So again, same setup, kind of, to some of the characters we've already kind of looked at. Like I was saying, the Jiren equip, definitely one to work on. Not even gonna bother pulling it up. I actually really like this one here. This is an oldie but goodie. I like this one because the special move damage increase is very nice. It's not a ton, but you can get 2 strike attack increases, so it's a nice budget option if you're looking for one. This is a Goku specific equip that's kind of whatever, but it does have double attack, so you can take that. I actually use this one personally on my character. This is exclusive to game original characters, so very few characters can use this one. You get double attack and health. Definitely one I would consider like shooting to the top of your list, by the way. Very valuable on this character. There are other equips that have pure attack increases or pure stat increases like this one that I think it's worth having a couple of copies of, by the way. Those are ones that you can kind of use on the margins to help you out. But as you see, like the top row, those are some similar equips like the Platinums, the other two that we've kind of already talked about, kind of already seen. This one I don't think will make its way into my video, but this is a tricky equip. If you can get it to where it has like ultimate attack increases, then this is a good one. It varies. You can also do the special move, I guess. You could get a roll that's like double strike attack, special move. You can make like 10 of these equips. So it is what it is. I have like 2, but it's not going to be in the video much more. There are also, in conjunction with this guy, there are also equips that are like Team Bardock specific ones. You're not really running much of Team Bardock, but if you have interest in running that, you know, then go for it, I guess. Also, forgive me if I happen to miss any equips. I don't really think I will, but just in case. All right, let's move over to the Super Saiyan Blue tag character. They've got a nice array of plats, if I recall correctly, available to them. Yeah, they've got a lot. They got a lot. Gogeta one is the blast version of that Jiren one, so there's that. I like some of the God Key equips on them. This one here on a full God Key team could be interesting, but it's not the best. It's pretty outdated at this point, but it's a nice budget option if you want it. I personally really like this one here for the health restoration, key recovery, and double attack. I like this equip a lot on just any character that can use it. Even in its unwoken form, I like this equip a lot personally. I also like this one here, the attack. So like some of these equips, the stat gain like overall isn't the highest, but I like them because they offer a bunch of different stats. I mean, this has 5 stats available to it. They're not the highest because they don't peak crazy high, but this is a nice like third option to plug into your characters, I think. Strike defense up, especially if you get like these ones like here, I think you really do want to get to Z plus, maybe Z plus range if possible at least, or Z to Z plus. So strike defense, blast attack, blast defense, health, and special moves. That's a lot, right? And it's, again, a nice third option. I talked about this one earlier. This one is super duper strong, has a lot of stats increased as well. It also doesn't peak crazy high either, though. Like I was saying, it's kind of the same situation where, like, I like this one a lot, but it doesn't peak high, so you need to have very high rolls on that one, in my opinion. This equipment, I don't think is great for them, but I like this one a lot on the, I think it's Universe Survival, right? Yeah, Universe Survival Saga Saiyans. I like this one a lot for the strike attack. Oh, there's a blast attack roll you can get. I only have this one as strike attack. I didn't even realize that. Oh, I'm probably going to build this one up for a blast version now. This is, oh, okay. Yeah, this equip is super strong for them then. Key recovery, special move, and blast attack. You go all in. You have hyper offensive options there. I like that one a lot. Universe Survival also has a couple of really, Universe Survival / Rival Universe has a couple of strong equips like this one too. The when you have 3 battle member ones, these ones are kind of interesting because I'm pretty sure that obviously when you don't meet that criteria, that bonus falls off. But if you have a high roll there, that's a really strong flat bonus. Again, notice it doesn't offer base. It gets calculated completely differently. It doesn't say base strike defense. It says strike defense. That's a huge difference. Those equips are super duper strong. I already talked about these like Super Saiyan Blue / Kaioken variations. I like those a lot. This one here I know has only strike attack bonus, but this is a good equip still to have on the characters that can use it. As long as they're melee based, it's fine. If they're a mixed attacker character, kind of like how this new tag is, I guess you can kind of make do with it. It's one of those ones that you would want as your third option. You're not really relying on it, things like that, and you can make use with that. And the last character equip I'm going to pull up for them is this one here. I actually really like this equip. It's one of these old equips that I think has aged very well. I like this equip on several new characters, like UI Goku. I forgot to mention it because I didn't see him. I like this equip on UI Goku a lot, in particular because there are times you're just chilling without your actual vanish gauge, but you have your other gauge to sit on, so you can kind of just sit still and then allow it to restore, and this will make it restore faster, so that's good. You also have the ultimate, so you get the value. Some characters, you know, they're like this character actually doesn't have an ultimate. You would just be getting the special move bonus, but on UI Goku in particular, you're getting both. Like, this is one that's really old, but doesn't seem to age out, in my opinion. It's a good plug-in option for a lot of characters that are Goku as well. So let's go ahead and, actually, I don't know. By the way, I like this equip too, by the way. I like this one, depending on which role you get in the last slot, because you're getting that pure attack increase as well, and the other stat bonuses are just high enough, I think, to use on your equips. This is a good equip here too, actually, now that I see it. The third slot is very similar. It's very similar to the other one. You can put this on for a blast team or a range team, and you want, these are the type of equips that you want 2 to 3 copies of to put on your team and your characters. Same thing with that Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta one. I didn't remember what this equip did. Blast attack or strike attack, strike defense. This is a solid one. It also has the health restoration and special move. This is a solid one. All right, let's pull up the next one that is available for our next character, and that will be, I guess we'll just hit up Janemba here, because we've kind of just done, we did all the new characters, right? All the new celebration, like, primary characters. Janemba has access to some of that other one. This is a defensive equip, health restoration. Not the best, but I guess, again, a solid one that you need to plug into your teams. This is an offensive equip, but again, not the best one, actually. I thought that the third slot peaked higher. This equip I like for the full movies team to get that extra strike attack increase, but again, not the best. It was the best, but considering that movies has access to Placid increase there as well. So let's pull up some more that I actually do like. I like this one here, health restoration, health double defense. Anytime I have health on an equip, I'm taking that in most cases. Not automatically, but in most cases. What does this Broly one do? Special move, ultimate strike attack. This is actually a solid one now. I only remember the old version of this. This is actually a solid one. For powerful opponents, yeah, I don't have this equipped. This is a solid one. I would consider this for Janemba. So with Janemba, if you can get ultimate damage up, because he does do 2 ultimates, that's what I would consider. If you can get special move and strike attack, you're hitting the jackpot as well. So I think that's obviously, in my opinion, one of the best ones for him. This one does special move and strike attack. This is a solid one too, but you get 2 strike attack bonuses up. So if you have 2 good rolls in slots 2 and 3, you can get a very high amount of strike attack, and you also have the blast defense there. So another solid one to consider. This Janemba one is also super strong. Damage to sagas from the movies. We don't see a lot of equips that just flat out say do extra damage to X enemy, so I would consider this one too. But again, if you run into like Gohan teams, like that red green team, Janemba with this equip will go crazy. So I would consider it there. And then again, we have the same platinum equips for the most part. Like if you're using Janemba on a team with Piccolo and Beast, this is a solid one. In fact, you want 3 of these on that type of team. This equip here is the movie variation where there's 3 movies. Again, you want to have that. This equip here is a very similar one, but it's the one for range or melee, so it just kind of depends. The Janemba one here is the one that you really want, though, because this one came out alongside him. It's not his own dedicated equip, but it pretty much should be, because it's for only regen blue characters. Has an ultimate damage increase and double attack. So this is the primary equip for him. Like I said, if you can get ultimate damage and strike attack, you're good. That's what you really want with Janemba, so that's what I would focus on. Next up on the list is, we'll hit up 17. I think 17 can be a fun one. So let's go down to 17's list of equips. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that thumbs up, by the way, guys. So 17, he's kind of weird. Personally, I like to build him defensively with defensive equips, but he is a ranged character. He does have offensive utility and options, so you know that could work for you. On a full Android team, you want 3 of these. This is like, so like a lot of teams have these, right, where there's 3 allies. You can use these. Now, I'm not gonna I don't want to give the impression that I use these all the time, because I don't. It just depends on what my team is. Like if I have like an Android team with Cell and Magenta, I may not use these because those characters are just going to die at some point, right? So maybe not. This one here is kind of interesting, but it just is only exclusive to like a specific team because it has Rival Universe and Sun Family, but it's one you could consider. No, this one has Strike Attack, so never mind. So with 17, so what I'm going to do from here is I'm just going to spitball really quickly because we're taking a little longer than I want. I sometimes use this equip. Sometimes it just depends. I like the double defense. I don't like the strike attack bonus. I like this equip, like I mentioned. I like this equip with the blast variation on the slot 3. I like the Jiren equip yet again because it's just a really good equip, one that you want multiple copies of apparently. I like this equip here as well for the double attack, double defense. Health as well, 17 with health is what I like. And the last equip that I oftentimes will use is, where is it? It was, I think this one. Yeah, blast attack and special move. So that's most of it. I mean, sometimes I shift and I'll use some other ones. It just kind of depends what my goal is overall, right? But that's most of it. All right, let's go ahead and proceed a little bit quicker. We are going to now hit on, who is our next target? Let's hit on Purple Jiren because I see him on the screen. Purple Jiren has some of the similar equips that you want to use, by the way, so very easy. He has his own dedicated equip, so yeah, that's the first thing you're going to grab. I like this equip on him for the ultimate damage and the double defense, so I take this one on him easily. I like for him to be bulky, very, very much so. You can also use some of those other Universe Survival Saga equips, things like that. I like this equip for the health up and strike defense. Also, defense against Saiyans is kind of one of those things, kind of weird, but also very strong right now. Very, very strong right now. I would consider it full stop on him. Pikkon and Gogeta is a fun one because they've got 2 sets of equips that are available to them. So they've got a lot of options. They've got this one here, which is Awoken for the 3 Sagas from the Movies team. You definitely want to consider this one for sure. This equip is only for Gogetas and Brolys, man. That's crazy. Ultimate, special move, health, a double attack. Get this. If you use any Gogeta or Broly, get this. You need it. Outside of that, though, I think I would like to use some of these other equips like this one here. Damage inflicted if this character is powerful opponent. You're not going to get that, but I do like this one for the special move, double attack, and health, though. That one's pretty solid. That's the equip that came out for like a shadow buff on Broly, kind of. Like a shadow buff on Broly, kind of. And those are the ones that I would primarily focus on in terms of like this guy, because it's a lot of the same stuff, though. Like these movie ones, blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of the same stuff that you would kind of focus on for any character, really. You can also give the equip like dedicated, right? They're a defense type, so they get this. So they can get a lot of bulk, but I wouldn't lean too much into the bulk. I would actually go offensive. I like this one with the offense and the health, but this one tries to be a little bit more of a strike-based one, but you do have a mixture with double attack and defense. I like this equip here too for that 3rd slot for each Fusion Warrior on a Fusion Warrior team. I like this equip here for the special move and strike attack, but again, they're a defense type. They can function either way. It doesn't really matter a ton. They also have a green specific platinum equip, so you can use that as well with double attack, strike defense, and health restoration. So a lot of options on that character. Let's pull up Golden Frieza. He's our next one on our list, and we'll go to Yellow Bardock, and we'll call it a day because I think you guys get the gist. I kind of already explained the top ones, and then from there decided to hit on a lot of other character equips. So Lineage of Evil is kind of fun because they have a lot of equips like this one that are like special move, damage up. They've got a lot of like blast attack, special move, damage up equips. So like this one you absolutely want. You absolutely want on this guy. You absolutely want that on like any character you could use it on, right? Even the Unawoken version was like solid for the characters you could use it on. So like they've got some fun options. That Jiren equip keeps poking its head up because it's for all universe reps. So there's that. Those universe survival ones as well are solid ones that you would want to consider. And this one here I think was for movies, right? No, it's for LOE specifically. Blast damage, blast attack or strike attack, health restoration, key recovery, and blast defense. I don't know that there's an ultimate one in here, but if there is an ultimate one, you would want to consider that as well. In fact, anytime a character can get access to an ultimate equip, you want to consider it. So we'll hit on Yellow Bardock, and he will be our finale for today, and let's see what we got with him. First and foremost, he has his own dedicated equip, so there you go. I would also consider this equip. No, this one's strike-based, isn't it? No, it is. It's got double attack. Yeah, this equip, easy. Easy. Special move, double attack, go for it. Easy, easy, easy. And the last equip is kind of up to you. I haven't mentioned this equip once, by the way. I'm just now seeing it because it was buried at the bottom. I haven't mentioned this equip once. If you use a team with Goku and Frieza, you want at least a couple of these on both of your allies, assuming they can equip it, because it's like universe reps and Saiyan. No, Saiyan and LOE. If they can equip it, use it. I use this every time I have Goku and Frieza on my team. I have at least one of these. I'm just now seeing it because it's dedicated to give allies on their teams more buffs, right? So like my point is you have other options. You can go back to this equip where you do the ultimate damage up, or you can do special move, but I would go ultimate personally. You could do the Team Bardock thing. I don't know that I would do that. This equip, I haven't mentioned it because it's just kind of whatever, right? Like it's the ultimate whatever equip. I don't really like I don't really care about that equip whatsoever. Bardock's options though are kind of limited. So outside of those two, I would do one of those the Saiyan, Righteous Saiyan one, or the Goku and Frieza one if they're on a team like that. I haven't mentioned this equip either throughout the video. This is a really good one for defense characters primarily, but on a character you need to switch in, get a little bit of health, maybe eat a couple hits. Like Bardock can function like that. This is a good one. You want to have like 3 of these just in general. If you want to have these equips just used at any point, that's a good one to plug in. I would probably, outside of one of those 3, just use the base, like, ranged attack equip on Bardock, because he doesn't actually have a ton of options. A lot of these are, like, super niche or old or things like that. Pending Awakening. This one here is, like, defense everywhere. Like, it's an okay one, but I just wouldn't work on it. But hopefully I reviewed a character that you were looking forward to. There were so many options. I did this all off the top of my head. The list may change. I'll do VB. The list may change just a tiny bit if I were to pull up this stuff in advance and write it down and think about it. But it's all pretty general stuff, general knowledge. VB is a fun one, actually. VB is actually a really fun one. You're getting this platinum equip on him, double defense, strike attack, health, ultimate. It's the one that came out with him or shortly after he released to be used on him. Obvious. Pick that one up easy. If you're using a future team, you want 3 of these. It's a good equip, but you got to really get it high roll. It's a little bit outdated nowadays. I actually really like this one with the key recovery, strike attack, splits on the slots 1 and 3. I use that one quite a bit, actually. This Trunks one, what does this one do? It's the 3. Yeah. I didn't really use that one. I don't really care for that one. On a God Key team, you can use this one again. On the future team, they have this other Trunks one, right? No, Vegeta Clan or Powerful Opponent. So it's like future team basically. So if you're using a future team, you want to put this one on as well. You consider it. This equip, so like there's equips here that like make Vegito more bulky if you wanted to do that. I don't know that I would lean into that personally, but you can consider this health, health, defense, key recovery, special move. You can choose that. There's also some other solid offensive equips in here. Like this one just gives a lot of strike attack up, has a little bit of crit, and also has some defense. You could technically go double defense if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. You want to get a strike attack roll for slot 1, in my opinion, for that equip. Again, an older equip, a little bit power crept, but VB has options. He also does have this platinum equip here, which is solid. I also like to use this one here with the strike attack slot 3 roll when a Vegeta Clan ally is on the team. It's not very hard to do. There's a lot of strong ones. So, this one here too. This one I think came out with Super Vegito, the Ultra Super Vegito. I like this one a lot. It can only be used on Vegito characters, I believe. Yep, only Vegitos. Ultimate damage up, health, and then you want strike attack in slot 2 with the strike attack special move. Okay. So let's just consolidate that. You're grabbing this for VB. You're grabbing this for VB. And then the third option is kind of up to you, but I would probably choose a pure attacking equip, and that depends on the team you're on. You could use the God Key one, you could use the future ones, you could use some of that other stuff. And then if you don't want that, you can do this equip or this equip. I think those are the ones that I would personally use the most. All right, guys, hope you all enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new, and I will see you all next time. Take it easy.